Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes React. I'm Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
Office Bloke Daz.
Collectively, we are the Office Blokes.
We are.
Correct.
True factual statement. And loads of you, over 60%, aren't subscribed that are watching us right now. Shocking.
Wow, that's a lot.
It's absolutely shocking. We could be on 500,000 subs almost.
People might think, I'm subscribed, and then they check and they're not.
Well,
Exactly.
we've been reacting to Donut Operator recently, which goes on to channel members and Patreons because it just gets demonetized on the main channel anyway. And he, at the moment, is going through it where people are being unsubscribed from his channel without knowing they're unsubscribed.
Really?
It's saying loads of people.
Check.
Wow.
Yeah, so a lot of
make
people.
sure.
I've seen people in the comment section saying that they're subscribed, and there's a little icon next to them if they are, and they're not. So I think a lot of people do get unsubscribed without realising.
Yeah, bizarre.
So yeah, do us a favour, subscribe if you aren't already, and if you are subscribed, start another YouTube account and subscribe again.
Easy, go on. Why
Yeah.
not? We would.
Yeah, got loads. Anyway, why the British are undefeated World War champions? A bit of Al Murray.
Pub landlord.
Yeah.
I like Al Murray. I got to say, I used to have a few
Yeah.
of his DVDs years
The same.
ago.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, comes up with some good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of them that just went a little bit wayward for me as a comedian.
I've not
I
really
think he was
heard-
bigger like maybe 10 years ago, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Something like that. He was he was absolutely everywhere. So I think he's come into seeing him a bit more on TV lately.
Yeah, I think he toured recently. I'm fairly
Yeah.
certain he did. But he had a program on the History Channel
Oh, yeah.
about the war
Oh,
because he's actually, I'm sure he's a historian.
Yeah, I think he is. I think you're right.
No, okay.
Yeah, it was pretty good, but it's him obviously not as Al Murray because Al Murray is a character,
Yeah.
isn't he?
Yeah.
The pub landlord. But let's find out why the British are undefeated World War champions.
We currently, the British, are World War champions of the world. Undisputed. Undisputed World War. Yeah? We haven't lost a war. We haven't lost a war for 1,000 fucking years. That is a fact. Yeah, we even had a war against the French that lasted 100 years, called the 100 Years' War. And the reason it lasted 100 years is because we're enjoying winning it so much, we've spun it out for the full sense. Oh, yeah. If it's going well, you stay at the crease, don't you? Now, the point is... I mean, we had to help the Americans in the Iraq War, and there are people who say the Iraq War was unnecessary. I cannot agree. It was essential practice. In case one comes along, we've actually got to fight, wasn't it? Got to stay match fit in case the Germans try again.
It's
Match fit.
I like his analogies for sport and stuff.
It's amazing in this climate of everyone trying to cancel everyone that he's slipped through the cracks, because you can see it if like a lot of new comics started now and said, yeah, just in case the Germans have a pop again, and you can see like the sort of snowflake woke mob going, it's xenophobic, and
Some people think it'd be a bit sketchy, wouldn't they? I suppose?
Yeah.
But I think he probably gets away with it a bit more because he's a character as well, maybe.
I think a lot of people are characters, but people don't realise.
Yeah.
I think Katie Hopkins, even though I can't stand her, I think she's playing a character.
I think she, plays it up a lot
I
these
think
days.
she's just a lunatic.
I think she's a
Well,
lunatic,
yeah.
but I think she's playing a character.
I think with Al Murray, I think I know what his reaction would be if someone said, you can't say that.
Fuck
Yeah,
off.
exactly. Yeah,
He'll give you a full explanation why you can say it.
yeah. Watch me.
I'm glad people don't come for him, because we're all for everyone comics being able to joke about whatever, but in this 4.5 minute bit, I bet there's about 10 things that if someone like Joe Rogan said or someone, it'd be all over the news.
Yeah, I
wouldn't it?
get what you mean. Yeah.
I've been too quiet for too long. I mean, they're saying Iraq's turning into a new Vietnam. Oh no, loads more fucking miserable films with Yanks in. Now, the point is... No, we had to help you. We had to help the Americans, because they've never won one on their own before, have they? And they came to the experts. Undefeated World War champions of the world. Because the British Army... The British Army works on a simple system, doesn't it? Yeah? The American Army, a dog's breakfast, with all due respect. Because the battle plan for Iraq was a disaster, wasn't it? Because what did they do? And we all knew it was a rubbish battle plan. You knew, didn't Heidi? You knew, didn't you, love? And it doesn't concern you, sweetheart. Everyone knew. The boys knew the Yanks were going to fuck it up, didn't you, fellas? You knew, didn't you? You knew. Yeah, Ludwig. Yeah, you knew with your detailed understanding of military campaigns. We all knew. Phil knew. Yes, Vera slammed the phone down on him, and yet again, he knew. You boys, you knew, didn't you? Yeah? Yeah, the American battle plan, you knew, didn't you, Andrew? Your head full of uniforms. Oh, those poor boys. We all knew. We all knew. Because what did the Americans do? Basic, bottom line, battlefield error. They sent Marines, water soldiers, and they sent them to fight in the fucking desert. How was that ever gonna work? Baghdad's a 5-hour drive at best if you ignore the speed cameras. 3 weeks in a speedboat, come on fellas. Baghdad or bust, boys, come on. Fuck it, let's pedal. I don't know what I've been told. Nonsense. So what did we do? We're in the desert, we did the obvious thing. We sent the desert rats. Because the clue is in the fucking name. Phone rings, we're in the desert. Well, we'll send the desert rats then. It's obvious, George, that was just stupid. Yeah? Yeah, all right, okay, I'll tell them to paint the van yellow. Oh, get away from me. Now, the point is... Yeah, because that's how the British Army works, isn't it, fellas? On a simple job name description allocation system basis. Because we are the most sensible, normal, down-to-earth people in the world, yeah? The British Army works on a job name description allocation system basis. Very simple, yeah? You've got the desert rats for fighting in the desert. It's obvious, isn't it, yeah? You've got the parachute regiment for parachuting. It's obvious, isn't it, yeah? You've got the Royal Engineers for going behind enemy lines and putting out cones, haven't you, fellas? Slow the traffic down to 20 for no fucking reason whatsoever. Stand on a luminous top and do nothing, disrupting the enemy's infrastructure. Fucking brilliant work, fellas. We've got the Scots Guards keeping an eye on the Scots. Oh, yeah. The Irish Guards keeping an eye on the Irish. Not so busy anymore. And of course, now we're all friends. And of course, the Welsh Guards for simply keeping an eye on the Welsh. Mind you, there's nothing to guard in Wales since they dug out all the coal. They should have paced themselves, really. Now, the point is, we've got the Horse Guards for guarding the horses, haven't we? Yeah? Horse artillery for firing horses at the enemy. Freaking them out. Achtung, horse! And of course the light infantry for fighting during the day. It's a simple system. Special forces soldiers who can't read. A simple system. Laid out plain and simple so the Queen, who's a woman, can understand how her army works.
Great.
He's a proper piss take, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think some wording services there as well by the look of it.
Yeah.
So
A lot of what he does is actually improv as well.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure in his tour it was a different set every night. Or one of the tours he's
I
done.
think he's quite good at that, isn't he? I think thinking on his feet is pretty good at.
There's so much crowd work.
I've not seen him for ages.
There was a lot of callbacks there because obviously earlier in that special he has "Who are you, mate? What do you do for a living?"
Yeah.
Always says it's a beautiful British name when people say whatever they are.
Yeah. And he's kind of like he went. That's what I'm saying before. He kind of like went no change for many years. Yeah, he's kind of same bit Peter Kay sort of style. It was all the same sort of thing.
He ran for politics, didn't he?
I don't know.
Didn't he try and become an MP for a constituency, and people slated him for it because they're saying stick to comedy? I think he did.
Yeah, it rings a bell.
I've seen him on the show what you were talking about before, where he sort of like
the history one.
He tours somewhere and sort of like gives you the whole background of it all, and you know what it's all about, sort of thing, in a serious manner. Yeah, sort of thing. But yeah, I just kind of went off him a little bit because it was same. Yeah. So I think it's funny when you've not seen him for a while. It was quite funny that.
I've not watched him for years. I've watched the odd clip where I've watched American reaction channels react to him, and it's obviously like the best of him giving shit to Americans and stuff. And it's funny.
He gives it to everyone, doesn't he?
He does.
He does, absolutely.
It's funny.
It was good, that I like that.
Yeah, same. Enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed it too. Don't forget like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers. Guys.